Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to get all honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakah, Kodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, rule well, being a great example to the younger brothers in the truth, and peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. The Lord willing, this an edifying lesson. And before I get into it, I'm going to read the title. It say, I already passed the point of no return. JP Morgan say the U.S. is probably headed to a recession as the economy engines are about to turn off. And America is done, man. This old old world order, as you can call it, but they trying to implement their new world order. This old world order is done, man. Esau is full steam ahead with his plan. This nigga ain't looking back trying to fix this current world system. He trying to bring in his new one. But let's keep going into this. It reads a series of bank crises this month, headlined by the failure of Silicon Valley, has forced analysts from multiple banks, including J.P. Morgan Chase, to rewrite their recession forecast from scratch, as months of small victories against inflation and a relatively strong economy were potentially swept away in under 2 weeks. And that go to show you how things can happen quick. They thought they had ups on inflation and had the economy strong, which we know they were lying for the most part, because this economy is not strong. But they had it under wraps, had it under control, and in 2 weeks, they got to rewrite. they got to rewrite their recession forecast from scratch, man. Because this place is done, man. And we've been in a recession. We getting ready to go into a depression worse than the Great Depression. We getting ready to go into turbulent times. It's finna get hectic in the world, man. It could happen this year. It could happen next year. They could do something to shake shit back and make it last a little longer, But we don't know. We hoping it happen this year, man. We just coming out of the Passover, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, And things are happening. You got men, 800 men, 800, how you say it? 800,000 Chinese men, if I ain't mistaken, signed up. Was that Korean? I think it was Korean men signed up for the military in one day, man. So we in the time that the Lord warned us of, man. And it's not looking too swell for America's outcome as far as the economy, as far as inflation, as far as this place shaking back. Ain't no shaking back. That the scriptures say that we will have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. This is Babylon the Great, man. The land of great destruction. This place is finna be destroyed. The city of destruction. That's why we always speak, and it ain't us that's speaking. The Lord always got it in our mouth. The Lord gonna destroy this bitch. America gonna be destroyed. We always saying that, but it's through the Spirit. It ain't because, that's just on our mouth. No, the Lord putting that in our mouth to continually say and continually put in the atmosphere, push that vibration of this place being destroyed. Because it is gonna be destroyed, and that's what the scriptures speak of. But it say, as months of small victories against inflation and a relatively strong economy were potentially swept away in under 2 weeks. Even if the government and private sector are able to successfully contain cognition from the bank collapse spreading through the economy, the failure may still lead to lasting damage for the U.S. financial system. Some banks are teetering on the edge in Europe and in the U.S. So this thing, and another thing, when the dollar crash, it's gonna affect the whole world. Everybody, when the dollar crash, not if it crash, but whenever it do crash, this is gonna affect the whole world dramatically. Everybody's gonna feel it. If the dollar crash, inflate, the whole world is gonna, they currency is gonna crash. They currency is gonna fail. But it's gonna be worse than Babylon the Great, because these people never, they inward thought is that their houses was gonna continue forever. America was so strong, too strong to fall. Economically and militarily. And these people gonna lose their mind, man. They gonna go insane. Because everything they trusted in and believed in was all a lie. The American people don't think the government would do this. Don't think the people who are in power would do such a thing. The people who are trusting in Egypt, man. The people of America, they trust in this system. You got a bunch of people, a small batch of people who woke preppers and who paying attention to things, but for the mass majority of the people, they not ready for what's finna come. Even in a recession or a depression or whatever, they still think this bitch gonna shake back. But when this thing happened this time, and when the dollar actually crashed, hyperinflation really kick in, ain't no coming back, ain't no shaking back, and Esau damn sure ain't gonna fully establish his new world order, and that's just gonna be life for the next 20 years. Oh, hell to the motherfucker, nah. When he about to fill his belly, like the Lord say, then the Lord gonna rain it upon him while he is eating. And what else the Lord said? I'm gonna just paraphrase these scripts. I'm gonna keep going. I got other precepts. What he said, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. And Esau finna make his move towards his new world order. From the looks of it, it could be this year. They talking about Fed now, which I need to look into. I really don't know much about it. And going to these digital currencies, America having its own digital currency. They speaking of different things like that, man. It back right here. Well, I'm highlighting. Select it. Where it say some banks are teetering on the edge in Europe and in the U.S. while jittery markets and the promise of stricter regulations could lead to a credit crunch, a steep decline in banks' willingness to lend caused by a lack of funds. It say it adds up to an impossible choice the Federal Reserve has to make when officials meet on Wednesday. Slow down the pace of interest rates hikes for slacking. Slow down the pace of interest rate hikes, or plow ahead to bring down resurgent inflation. What does that mean? No. Inflation may decline, then bubble up again, warns Morgan Stanley's Jim Coran. The market do not have this priced in. So I'm guessing that's what it means. That inflation might drop and then come back. Inflation readings have mercifully been coming down, and investors are betting the Federal Reserve is getting close to the end of its hiking circle. But in potential a but any potential respiring higher but any potential respire higher in prices could com- um, complicate things significantly down the line, which I ain't gonna go into all this. Let's go back. I wish I could just look it up. Just what it means. Try to kind of just get straight to the point of what it means. I ain't want to go into that website. No, it don't matter. Well, let's do it. Shit, I just need a quick definition. The resurgence of inflation. What does it mean? I ain't finna go through all that. It'd be all good. It's the resurgence of inflation and the risk of amplifying damage to the economy. Let me reread it. Slow down. I'm gonna reread from the top of this paragraph. It adds up to an impossible choice the Federal Reserve has to make when officials meet on Wednesday: slow down the pace of interest rate hikes or plow ahead to bring down resurgent inflation and risk amplifying damage to the economy. But as far as the Fed is concerned, hopes of engineering a soft landing for the economy and avoiding a recession may already be in the review. So America finna crash down hard, man. This big giant, what they say in the world, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. And America is finna fall hard. They just said that it ain't gonna be no soft landing. That's in the rearview mirror, man. Avoiding a soft landing for the economy and avoiding recession. That's in the review. You know? Hey, this place is done, man. The Fed is, this what the guy said. It say the Fed is facing a difficult task on Wednesday, but it is likely already past the point of no return. JP Morgan strategist led by Marco Kolev, however you say that, the bank's chief global market strategist, wrote in a note to clients Monday, a soft landing now looks unlikely with the plane in a tailspin. Hey, the plane in the tailspin. You know, we in the sinking ship. You know, America is circling the drain. It's the lack of market confidence and engines about to turn off. Bank lending. A lack of confidence in engines about to turn off bank lending. So it ain't gonna be no loans and stuff going out. And I ain't finna keep going too much further. I ain't gonna read the whole article because it's a lot. Now I stop right there, matter of fact. I mean, the article on Fortune and its business. I guess you can just type in Fortune. I already passed the point of no return. J.P. Morgan say the U.S. is probably headed for a recession as the economy engines are about to turn off. Just look up this title, and that's what I'm gonna title this. J.P. I title it "Past the Point of No Return." I title it that or something. But let's get into the scriptures. This Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 and verse 1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them, while the sun and the while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. It say in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and grinding shall cease because they are few. And those that look out the windows be darkened. Yeah, because these people, the economists and these people who are trying to shake back the economy, they studying the economy and doing different things to try to cause a softer landing and prevent a recession or inflation, and doing these things. They just said it don't look too good, man. The plane is in the tailspin, so it's not gonna be a soft landing. Turbulent times are at hand. I mean, well, not turbulent times, but yeah, you can say that rough times are at hand. Ain't gonna be no. They can't land it softly and shake the economy back, avoid recession. They not finna do those things. That's why they that look out the window will be darkened, and grinding gonna cease. Ain't gonna be no work. Ain't gonna be no jobs. Let me get that real quick. This Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 14. It reads, the Lord have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his own vomit. And America is the modern day Egypt, man. And this place is erring in every work. They they ifs, just everything this place is doing is failing, man. It's getting sloppy. It just is horrible. Everything that's going on here is just off, man. It say verse 15 is point, nevertheless shall there be neither Salaki, don't say nevertheless. It say neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head nor tail, branch nor rush may do. Yeah, because this place is finna be through, man. It say, in that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over it. And the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Every one that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself because of the counsel of the Lord of hosts. And that's going into, also us teaching and preaching and letting these people know, like, because the Lord say he gonna raise up Judah first, and Judah is the head tribe. Judah woke up, and we chanting this place down, letting you people know, hey, ain't no America's gonna be destroyed. Hyperinflation gonna kick in. Inflation, hyperinflation, Great Depression, recession. All these things are coming to this place. No peace is coming here, man. And the Lord also say he gonna who shall stir up that young lion. These niggas gonna get loose out here, man. Wait till little JoJo ain't got no goddamn no diapers and wipes, no formula, no food and stuff. Niggas gonna lose their fucking mind, man, because they trusting in this place. And what they gonna resort to? The wickedness that they involved in. Get it by any means. Don't trust in the Lord. You know, we gotta make a way by ourselves. The Bible. Salakia. Let me go back into it. Because I forgot what I was saying. Got interrupted. But, you know, the point was made, I'm pretty sure. This Isaiah chapter 19, I'm starting at 15, because I think that's where I was. It say, nevertheless, there shall be any work for Egypt, which the head nor the tail, the branch nor the rush may do. And that day shall Egypt be like unto women. It shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which shall shake over it. Yeah, because the Lord finna shake this bitch up, man. Stir the pot, so to speak, cause this place to fall. It say, in the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself because of the counsel of the Lord of hosts. And every week we go out and teach the word. That's the counsel of the Lord. The Lord say that our people finna be in finna suffer great miseries because they despise his counsel. Proverbs 1:21 on down. They despised all his counsels. They would none of his reproof. And the Lord ain't coming down here speaking. He sent his men out to warn you and counsel you and reveal his actions that he's gonna do unto this place, unto you. But no man regarded. It say, because of the counsel of the Lord of hosts, the Lord of armies, which he have determined against it. Yeah, because the Lord finna fuck Egypt up. And we talking about America, Babylon the Great, Egypt 2.0, Rome 2.0, Babylon 2.0, you know, the land of great confusion, the land of the Chaldeans, the land of the witches and warlocks 2.0. Assyria. Let me stop. But it say verse 18, in that day shall 5 cities in the land of Egypt speak the language of Canaan, and that's the Hebrew. That's the language of Canaan. And swear to the Lord of hosts, one shall be called the city of destruction, and America, Babylon the Great, is the city of great future destruction. That's near. You know, not far in the future, near in the future. Verse 19, it say, in that day shall there be an altar of the Lord in the midst of the land of Egypt. Yeah, because America is one big altar. And a pillar at the border thereof to the Lord. It say, and it shall be a sign and for a witness unto the Lord of hosts in the land of Egypt. For they shall cry unto the Lord because of the oppressor. And we cry unto the Lord week in and week out, day in and day out, man. All day, every day, even on the videos, off the video, we crying unto the Lord. Our spirit is crying unto the Lord because we oppressed, man. And he shall send them a savior, a great one, Yahweh Shai, big bro. You know, hey, he gonna send us a savior and a great one, and he shall deliver them. Yeah, and that's what we waiting on, man. The deliverance, man. Wait ye upon. We waiting on the Lord till he rise up to the prey. We waiting on the Lord to come back and redeem us. We prisoners of hope unto that, man. You know, we waiting on Yahweh Shai. We waiting on Yahweh to send his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, to deliver us, man. That great one who sitteth at the right hand of his Father. It say, and the Lord shall be known in Egypt, and the Egyptians shall know the Lord in that day, and shall do sacrifice and oblation. Yeah, they shall vow a vow unto the Lord and perform it. That's pretty much the point. Because this ain't talking about no actual Egyptians gonna repent and no, you know. Because when you get to that part right there, when it say the Lord shall be known to Egypt, that's ultimately talking about Israel, because the Lord ain't gonna have mercy on Egypt, because we are Gentiles here. We were calling ourselves Americans and different things of that nature. The heathens not gonna serve the Lord. They not gonna make oblations to the Lord. They not gonna repent to the Lord. They not gonna where where these niggas doing some shit like that, you know because when you go to the next verse, it say, and the Lord shall smite Egypt, he shall smite Egypt and heal it, and they shall return even to the Lord. Where Egyptian gonna return to the Lord? He never was a part of it. And he shall be entreated of them and heal them. So they go to show you that the Lord ain't talking about these fucking Egyptians. This is us. He's speaking about us, because we all fell away. We are Gentiles here, calling ourselves Black, African American, and all this shit, But we'll go to the next one. Because America through, that's beyond the point. The point was verse 15. It say it's gonna be no work for Egypt. Just how you see gifts, souvenirs, and how that shit boarded up, papered up. It ain't open. That's how it's finna be here. A lot of stuff, a lot of mom and pop businesses, a lot of different small businesses, these small banks, all that shit finna go out of business, man. All that shit finna crash and crumble and fail, because that's Esau's agenda, one world order. They want all the control in one place, so to speak. They don't want a whole bunch of banks. They don't want one specific bank. It may be multiple of them, but it's all the same bank. Just like you got multiple regions, or multiple this kind of bank, or multiple that kind of bank, but it's all the same bank. That's how it's gonna be. But they trying to make it to where it's only, they trying to I forgot how you minimize everything so they can have more control. This the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 19. It reads, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendments. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth, and they shall think themselves to be in a good case. Even then shall evils grow in the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Because we living in a time of evils growing in the earth, man. If only people knew. If only people knew what this nigga was finna do. Uncle E. He finna get real ignorant. He finna do a whole bunch of oppressive shit. He finna cause a whole bunch of death, havoc, and chaos in the earth. And this nigga had the power and the means to fix it. And I ain't talking about Joe Biden, man. I ain't talking about, JB. We talking about the elites, the bankers, the motherfuckers who run the earth. They have the means and necessities and the resources to fix everything, but they don't do it. Why? Because they trying to establish their NWO. They are the wicked. It's not meant for them to do that. They doing what the Lord set them out to do. Manifest destiny. And that's their NWO, which is gonna lead them into captivity, and the Lord returning and fucking them up and putting them and by the hands of the Israelites, putting them in shackles and chains and dragging them out they dooms, they dumbs, deep underground military bases, out of they space stations and underwater fucking resorts and bunkers. They mega yachts that turn into submarines and all this different shit these motherfuckers got. The Lord gonna uses people, the men, his men, to gather their ass up and put them in captivity, because they not gonna get, wickedness is not gonna reign forever. Every every heathen kingdom fell. America is no different, man. And we are in the time of the fallen of the so-called white man, you know. And that should make you happy. Just that alone, you know. If don't nothing else in life make you happy, well, I ain't speaking. Of course, the truth make you happy, because that's part of the truth as well. Him that liveth to see the fall of his enemy, man. You know, there be 9 things in the 10th hour of my with my tongue, roughly paraphrasing, that shall make you happy, a man happy. Him that have joy of his children, roughly paraphrasing, and he that live to see the fall of his enemy. And we living and we seeing the fall of our enemy, man. And these Edomites who got some kind of sense in their head, you know, and these Edomites, the children of this world, are wiser than the children of light. Our people fucking stupid, man. Our Edomites are concerned about the bank crashes. These Edomites are concerned about how the stock market going, how inflation is affecting the economy. You know, they watching these things. A nigga head so far up their ass, shit. The Lord ain't trying to pull it out. Let me stop. I gonna say the Lord can't pull it out, but that's a lie, because the Lord can wake who He want to wake up, and He gonna wake up people who are engulfed in this world and lost. You know, and these Edomites, it don't matter what they looking at, they in without regardless. So like it. Let me wrap this up because people want to keep calling. But yeah, this place is done, man. America is done. Um, let me see. Do I want to get this? Cause I get it, because these are times that's gonna come through the collapse of the economy and different things like that. This and that are here already. Some of these things are happening right now. This second Ezra chapter 5 and verse 1, it say, nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden. Yeah, because the Lord gonna shut us up, man. And the land shall be barren of faith. Yeah, because the Lord say, when He returns, shall He find faith on the earth? You know, and He will find faith on the earth, but it's gonna be from His elect, though. That 144,000, that 1/3. You know, and 144,000 is a part of the 1/3, a small percentage of the 1/3, and that's where He gonna find faith. It say, but iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. And we living in a time where iniquity is just, this shit is out motherfucking rages, man. You know, we living amongst that time. Wickedness increased, you know, above that which ye heard. This shit worse than Sodom and Gomorrah and all those ancient kingdoms and civilizations where the heathen ruled and wickedness. This is the worst that it ever been, man. That's why this lucky. It say, in the land that thou seest now to have root, shalt thou see wasted suddenly. Yeah, going to Babylon the Great. It say, but if the Most High grant thee to live, thou shalt see after the third trump that the sun shall suddenly shine again in the night, and the moon thrice in the day, and blood shall drop out of the wood, and the stone shall give his voice, and the people shall be troubled. And say, even he shall rule whom they look not for, that dwell upon the earth, and the fowls shall take their flight away together. And the Sodomite sea shall cast out fish and make a noise in the night, which many have not known, but they shall all hear the voice thereof. Therefore shall be a confusion also in many places, and fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and minstrels women shall bring forth monsters, and these little niggas, oh my, we ain't gonna speak on Jake. These niggas wicked as hell. These niggas are monsters, disobedient, cold-hearted, demons. They call themselves demons. You know, these niggas, but Jake Treacherous, man. Pull up a nigga rap song, man, and tell me these ain't monsters. It say, in salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall be destroyed one, and all friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber, because the Lord gonna pull us away, pull us he gonna pull this truth back. Ain't gonna be no more teaching and preaching. No, that's gonna be done. The time, this is a period of time that we doing this for now, and it's eventually gonna end. Put it like that. It's just a limited. It's a limited edition, man. Get it now or never get it. That's pretty much the point. I ain't gonna keep going because I gotta crop 100 video pieces together. People keep calling Satan. That's all it is, Satan. I can call this Satan because ain't nobody called me until I start doing the video. All kind of phone calls. Fucking Satan. But that's pretty much the point. Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to end it giving all honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone, rule web, and a great example to the young brothers in the truth, and peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. Shalom, Kwam Yashala, Abba, Shalom.